Snake bites. Scares you. Well, it's valid to be scared of snake bites as we know the fatal outcome, but how does it actually work? So let's ignite our spirit of curiosity and get rolling. So, during envenomation, envenom means to fill something with venom or to inject, an ation in English, which means the action or process, hence envenomation. Okay, so let's get back. Snake venom is produced in the back of the snake's head. Muscles in snake's head squeezes the venom glands, pushing the liquid through its fangs. Venom is made up of substances that have different effects. In simple terms, these are basically proteins which can be divided into 4 categories. Cytotoxins, then comes hemotoxin, then comes neurotoxins, and at last there comes cardiotoxins. So, what is this venom? Well, it varies from one species to next. Snake venoms are approximately 90% water, and in addition to enzymatic and non-enzymatic proteins, can contain lipids, carbohydrates, and biogenic amines. The actual toxins which compose the killing fraction are referred to as venins. The entire mixture is called as venom. Once the toxins are injected, they can work in several different ways depending on the type of snake. Some toxins target the nervous system. Hemotoxin can cause red blood cells to burst and even causes blood clotting, or severely can lower your blood pressure. Myotoxins can cause tissue death in muscles and prevent local muscle contraction. So long story short, depending on the type of proteins, the effects are seen. Which brings us to our next question. What is antivenom? Seems to save lives, right? Antivenoms act by preventing venom from binding to tissues and neutralizing them. The principle of antivenom is based on that of vaccines developed by Edward Jenner. However, instead of inducing immunity in the person directly, it is induced in a host animal and then hyperimmunized serum is transfused into the person. The host animals may include horses, donkeys, goats, sheep, rabbits, chickens, and camels. So basically, the host produces hyperimmunized serum, which is blood plasma containing high amounts of antibody, and this plasma is used as antivenom. Whoa, that was something nice, right? But wait, how is antivenom made? A technician extracts and later purifies venom from the species for which scientists want to make antivenom. A ranch hand injects a small, harmless dose of venom into a horse, which is the host over here. The toxins in the venom trigger the horse's immune system to produce antibodies that neutralize those particular toxins. Over the next year, the horse receives several booster shots with increasing amounts of venom. Eventually, the horse produces so many antibodies that it's immune to the venom. Further, a ranch hand draws blood from the horse. A machine extracts the plasma. Now, the plasma is a part of the blood that contains the antibodies. The rest of the blood is then returned to the horse. The plasma is sent to a lab where chemists purify it and pack it as a liquid or freeze-dried powder. It is then shipped further. When a patient comes in with a bite or sting, doctors inject the antivenom into the patient's veins. The antibodies circulate and neutralize the toxin molecules. So next time you see a horse, thank him. Keep the spirit of curiosity ignited till I see you back.